Have you watched there's a show on Netflix about life in North Korea and how they have a shit tax? So because they can't buy fertilizer, they're sanctioned. They have to collect all their own shit every week and deliver it to the marketplace. And then somebody comes along with a big truck and picks up all these bags of their shit. And then they don't get taxed if they can get enough weight of shit. Now, because they don't have enough food, it's really hard for them to create enough shit to get the weight so they don't get taxed. So there are some people who will go around and actually steal your shit from your toilet to take for their own because they can't get up the weight of shit to not get taxed. And so you end up with this great shit theft going on. And then, you know, some poor soul has to go down to the market with a little paper bag of shit rather than a giant plastic bag of shit to give for the fertilizer for the farm.
Oh my God.
And then you get, if you don't have the right weight, you get taxed. It's cool, isn't it?
Now, to be fair, using human excrement as fertilizer is fairly common in Asia.
I have no problem with using human fertilizer.
The reason I'm pointing it out is a lot of Americans would, oh my God, they're using human poop.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's very commonplace in a lot of Asian countries.
It's the stealing.
Taxing people for not having enough food.
Yeah.
It's taxing by way the stealing of your neighbor's shit. And I mean, the whole scenario is just vile. But, the reason why we avoid putting human shit on the land is the amount of disease that can come from it. It gets washed into the waterway, then you pick up the water to feed, some city lower down the river, and you end up with typhoid and a whole lot of things. But
yeah.
So Andrew's
Andrew's eating. I just want to point out that.
Yep. Yes, I am.
Now, could you give us the GPS location of your toilet? Or asking for a friend.
There's a few of them in this house. This is a big house. I'm up north in my aunt's house in Leech Lake, Minnesota, which is a massive lake, beautiful lake. So I'm actually enjoying a little vacation, I guess, away from the cities, which is nice. MAGA country up here for sure. Big Trump flags. The whole city has like Trump flags in it. But it's beautiful. There's a beautiful lake. I got to do some ice fishing. It was awesome. So I think there's like 5 bathrooms in this house. So
wow, cool.
Yeah. So pick one. Tell me which one. Say again?
One hopes they don't effluent into the lake.
Yeah, for sure.
But was it you, Nick, that said Asians spread shit on the farm? Was you, was it? Sorry. There's a reason why people get Delhi belly and barley belly when they're traveling, because they eat the raw lettuce, and somebody spread a bit of E. coli around, and that's where it all comes from. So you don't eat raw food, right, when you're traveling in Southeast Asia because of these practices. But anyway, I'm not against it. I think it enriches the land. It's rubbish the way we
But taxing and stuff is all kind of weird.
Well,
it's really off.
It's been very tough eating during the stream, you guys. Just want to let you know. It's been an added challenge.
Eating our bit to help with your New Year's diet.
Oh, thank you so much.
I will say it does help me understand how Russians and North Koreans get along so well.
When you think North Korea can't get any worse, and you hear all the things, and it's just like they're stealing each other's shit. It's like, really?
I know.
Really?
I know. There's a black market for human excrement. How can that be a thing? That's just so wrong.
The North Koreans captured in Ukraine are being treated better in jail than they are at home. They're like, I admit I committed crimes against Ukraine. Please, can I stay in prison for the rest of my life? Please don't send me back.
But the North Koreans were sending balloons loaded with crap onto South Korea, and some of that was with human feces. Those weapons must have cost a fortune.
When you care to send the very best.
Is the rumor true? I've heard a rumor that Putin has his shit collected so no one can get his DNA.
That's what I've heard. Yeah.
Buried secretly. Is that really true?
I would guess it is. I would.
John Sweeney told me, and John Sweeney covered him pretty heavily for the BBC for a while.